NCAA basketball totals for Sunday, February 20th. We've had a rough weekend. Going to try and bounce back today with a couple plays on the card. This is the segment for you new guys where we look at totals set by oddsmakers in NCAA hoops, and we try to beat that line either going over or under the total. We also have our NBA Live segment. We'll be picking that up back later in the week. And that one's been really fun. Getting a lot of views on that. Got to share that video. So jump in and, if you got something to say, you got a game you like, come on in. It's kind of been just almost like a webinar or something like that, where we're having like a group chat and we talk about plays, and it's just a lot of fun. So NBA record for totals, definitely not that good. Winning percentage, but really no profit. College basketball, even a rough weekend, we're still sitting at 143, 122. So, it's been rough the last few days. If you've been following the plays, I haven't been taking it lightly. It's been hard. I thought the calls were okay. I thought we got snake bit a little bit on some, and that's just the way it goes sometimes as we continue to gear up for the end of the season, as we continue to push towards March. So we want to end up with a profit. I think we will. So I'm definitely going to work hard to get us there. And let's look at some plays. Don't forget as well, as always, I got to mention it because it's awesome. And that's sbrpicks.com, sportsbook review, YouTube channel, Facebook page. You got to check us out. Let's talk about some totals. First one up here. This is a complete numbers play for me. Miami and Virginia, 117.5. I'll bite. I'm going under the total. That's an incredible number considering how high totals have been this season. And I'm going to go ahead and take under. Now, that 117.5 seems really low. And here's why it seems really low. For the last 4 games, Miami and Virginia, which can go at some typically low pace, 125.5, 128. These are the last totals set by oddsmakers with these two teams. 131, 118. Then we had a really low 110 in which they went under back in 2014. Then 119, 121, 120, 129. Then we start to get out of the Bennett era. No, we already got out of the Bennett era. The last one that's relative to us we want to look at here is 121.5. But let's just put it this way. Sorry, I was going back a little bit farther than I wanted to. Let's put it this way. While Bennett's been there, Virginia, that pack line defense, we have not seen a total. We've only seen a total this low once, and that was in 2014, where it was at 110.5, and they went under. All the other totals have been higher set by odds makers. That really gets my radar up. And the reason why, and you guys already know this, because this year has been really high for totals across the board. So to see oddsmakers come out with a 117.5, even on a Virginia team that plays great defense, really kind of has to make you wonder. Now, these two teams haven't played this season, but let's look at some of the defensive numbers here that these two teams got going, and the pace as well. Now, what really gets me to like this under is it's at Virginia. If it was at Miami, I don't know. Seems like Virginia, plays a little bit of a faster pace on the road, although they did have a low-scoring affair against North Carolina, in which we did have the under in that match. I'm sorry. I had the under of that matchup. It wasn't one of my plays. I pulled the trigger on that one with about 10 minutes to go. I just liked the under on that one. Doesn't mean all my plays won. That was one I did have, just to be honest. But defensively, let's look at these two teams. I mean, you're talking about two of the best defensive teams in the country. Virginia ranked first overall in a lot of statistics. Like scoring right now, they're allowing 55.8 points per game. They're ranked first in the country. They also rank first in field goals attempted and made per game. They just go at such a slow pace, even with the faster shot clock this season. Miami, not bad at all. They're allowing 64.3 points per game, and they're allowing opponents to shoot 41.4% from the floor. When we start to break these two down, when we start to break these two teams down, the offensively, Virginia is pretty efficient. So's Miami, but the defense has shined so much. I mean, Virginia doesn't really allow any assists, and I imagine after that bad loss at North Carolina, they're going to come in this game in lockdown mode. Miami's going to really struggle to score here, I think, on the road at Virginia. So look for this to say under 117.5. It looks really low, and watch where this line moves. I got a feeling it's going to go up because of all the high totals this year. I'm going to go ahead and take under the 117.5. I don't care if this line even goes up, but I'm going to lock it in right there and look for just a grind out defensive battle with these two very well coached teams, and Virginia to try and bounce back from that bad North Carolina loss. All right, the next one up, and the only one up, last one up, sorry, we just have two on the day, is Texas and West Virginia. Again, I'm going under. 143. A little bit of a numbers play here. And what I mean by that is the last time they met up last month in January 14th, they played to a 74-72 final. That line was at 145.5. So although they went over, oddsmakers have, set the tone here, or just set the line, I just should say, at a 143. So they've gone under, even though they've gone over the total. Actually, the last 2 times they've matched up. So when we look at this last game in January, let me bring that up real quick. For some reason, I went ahead and, as I'm making this video, oh, holy cow, breaking news. Kings agreed to deal Cousins to the Pelicans. Wow, sorry, I'm just catching this right now. So as I'm, so the time frame in which I'm making this video. Wow, Buddy Hield, Tyreek Evans, Langston Galloway. We'll talk about that more in our NBA Live segment, but wow, Cousins going to the Pelicans. That's a fascinating move. I'm going to really dig into that article after we go ahead and break down the rest of these totals. But that really shocked me. It would be disingenuous of me to not react to that as I'm going ahead to break these games down. Wow, what a trade. That's incredible. Oh, I can't wait to read about that more. All right, let's finish up this video so I can do just that. Okay, so we got West Virginia and Texas. Again, that 74-72 final. Now, when we break that game down, pretty normal statistics across the board. They both shot a little bit better than they normally do, with West Virginia shooting over 46%. Actually, they're around that for the season. But Texas shot 47% in that game. I don't expect them to shoot that well at West Virginia when on the season they're shooting 44.4%. Now, West Virginia, that's about the right number for them. But what I really like under this total is the tempo was really slow. West Virginia got up 52 attempts. Texas got up just 48. They both shot the 3 subpar, but they got to the line a ton. West Virginia got to the line 32 times, and Texas got to the line 23 times. That's a lot. And with the pace it was last time, I like the fact that oddsmakers set this total a bit lower. They're on top of this. I'm going under that 143. I think we're going to sweep today. I expect to sweep every day, but it doesn't always work out that way. All right, I got an article I got to catch up on. That's fantastic. Wow. Okay, so we got Miami and Virginia, under the 117.5, and Texas, West Virginia under the 143. Those are our 2 NCAA picks for the totals, and I wish you guys luck. I'm really excited to read that article. I wish you guys luck on your picks today.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.